today we're going to be talking about fall planting. And as usual, I am not, on target for when I wanted to start my fall crops. If everything had worked out the way I had planned, I would have started it like the week of the second to last week of July. We're now in the first week of August, but better late than never. So I brought my notebook here because I don't want to forget anything. I want to let you guys know that if you are doing a fall garden, that you need to go ahead and purchase your seed garlic. If you are planting garlic this year and you normally buy your garlic from an organic source, you should go ahead and purchase, because I am seeing like a lot of places they're already like selling out of stuff. I have so far purchased from two places. I have purchased from Southern Exposure Seed Exchange, bought the German Extra Hardy, the Elephant, and the Romanian Red from them. I did a half a pound, and I would recommend that company for at least those garlic. I've also purchased from Hudson Valley Seeds, and I would recommend the Music Garlic from them and the German Extra Hardy from them as well. I had purchased a pound of each. I did purchase 2 pounds of the Chestnut Red, but I wasn't thrilled with, the size of the garlic. Which is unfortunate because that's the only one that I've ever done 2 pounds of. The new company that I'm checking out is Mad River Garlic Growers, and I've purchased the Kettle River, the Kalamath Redneck Wild, the Georgian Fire, and the Metici garlic. So I purchased a half a pound of everything except for the Kalamath Redneck Wild. And they have a bunch of different varieties, so I think that's a cool place to check out. But apart from that, I'm going to be planting out a lot of cool weather crops: carrot, broccoli, cabbage, beets, cauliflower, onions, garlic, and I'll be doing some celery, but more about like harvesting my celery and then replanting just the roots. Bok choy, collard, spinach, and lettuce, as well as kale. Those will be in my green stalks. So I had made a plan of where I'm going to be putting things for my fall garden, because for me, I'm not planting a lot of things in my fall garden. I get to plant a bunch of very particular things that I know I really want. So broccoli is in every single one of the beds. I am determined to have a good harvest of broccoli, not only to use fresh, but to also freeze. We go through a lot of broccoli. So if I'm able to have a successful fall harvest of those, I'll be really happy. I'll also be planting a lot of onions. I'm planting garlic in about 2.5 months. That's not enough time for me to get good sized onions. So the plan is to go ahead and plant it around. That way, when I'm pulling out the broccoli, not only does it not disturb the onion, but I get to then go ahead and plant the garlic in between that. The onions can then continue to grow. I have a new pack of red onions. This is the Ruby Red, and this is from MI Garden. And then I have some, maybe like not that many, red Weathersfield left. And so I'm just going to kind of have these combined, I guess. As far as how much I'm going to sow together, so for this crop that I just harvest, the median size is around here, and I think this is perfect because whenever I'm using red onions, because it's so much more pungent, I don't have to use as large of an onion. So in order to get that size, I did sow 3 seeds together. So I'm going to go ahead and do that again. And then I have some yellow sweet Spanish. I have some left over from MI Gardener. I don't know why I keep saying MI Garden. So I have some left over from MI Garden. But then I have some from 2023 from Baker's Creek. So I'm definitely going to use these first and then keep these for maybe the next coming season, just seeing how much I have left. But I definitely want to use up the ones from 2023 first. These are down here. And I would say that we have some big ones in there. And like I said, a big factor for the size of my yellow sweet Spanish is the amount of sunlight they were getting. So the ones that weren't getting a lot of sun, the size was around here. Meanwhile, the ones that were getting a good amount of sun, the size is around here. And I think this is perfect. So I'm going to also go ahead and plant 3 seeds together to start. There's the Alyssa Craig. No, I keep saying Alyssa Craig. Ailsa Craig. And I don't even have to show you the seed packet because I have her right here. The sizes were still pretty big for her. So I did three seeds per planting space. I think I'm going to increase that to 4 just to see if I could get her down just a little bit smaller. And then there's a new one, which is the globe onion. So similar to the Alyssa Craig, it's a big size onion. It's a award-winning giant exhibition onion with super sweet complex flavor. So I don't want it that big. So it's giving me around the same size as Alyssa. So I'm going to do both of these 4 seeds per planting space. Then for the cabbage, I have 2 varieties. I have the Brunswick, which is just a green cabbage. It's a large drumhead cabbage, very cold hardy, stores very well, and it's an excellent market variety. So I'm going to do this one, but I'm mostly going to be doing the Tete Noir cabbage. So this is a purple variety cabbage. It is traditional French variety, solid deep red, heads of medium size and good quality, grown as an autumn variety. So I'm going to be doing some of the Brunswick and so that I can make some sauerkraut. And the purple cabbage, I'll be using that to like store and all that stuff. Then for the cauliflower, we're going to be doing the white variety, which is a Robber cauliflower. Produces perfect large tight 12-inch heads. My family doesn't eat a lot of I don't even buy it at the store, so this is mostly for me. I really like just roasted cauliflower, and maybe they'll like it too. We have the purple of Sicily. If you guys know anything about me, I pick a lot of things that you cannot get in store, and I'm very motivated by different colors. So I'm definitely going to be planting this purple one. It weighs 2 to 3 pounds, fine, sweet flavor, cooks to bright green. Then I'm going to be doing some Brussels sprouts, also something that we don't, buy at the store or anything. But I personally like Brussels sprouts, so I'll be growing that for myself. And then as far as the broccoli, I have the early heading broccoli Batavia here. This is a hybrid broccoli. This is maybe one of 4 hybrid variety of seeds that I have. I usually have just the open pollinated seeds, and transplant to harvest is 62 days. And then we also have the Chico broccoli here. and this harvest time is 50 to 85 days. This says seedlings emerge in 10 to 21 days. And then we have the Waltham 29 broccoli here. I went ahead and purchased a new to me variety called the Bell Star, and this is a hybrid variety, but from other YouTubers, from other gardeners on YouTube, it's been good for them, so I want to give that a try. That's pretty much everything that I'm planting out in the garden. I do have a separate stash of seeds that I'm going to be putting in my green stalks, but for right now, those are mostly direct. Those are mostly going to be direct sown, so I am trying to focus on the ones that need to be in here for a little bit under the heat and all that stuff. So I'm going to now bring you over here so you could kind of see everything that I'm doing. I went ahead and packed my trays, and I usually used a pre-bagged seed starting mix, but I have gone ahead and made my own. I do like a third perlite, vermiculite, and then peat moss. That's usually just something really simple. You don't need to put any nutrients like fertilizers or stuff into your seed starting mix. They get all that nutrients from the seed itself. What I do is I just create a small indentation in the soil. Let me see if you can get a little bit closer. 1 second. Just so you could see how deep I am going. And the rule that I follow is to just make the planting hole just twice as deep as the length of the seed. So I'm not going down too far. I go ahead and separate out 4 seedlings. Then I clump that together in my hand, and then I just drop it in there and just lightly cover that. After placing the seed, I like to then go ahead and just give it some more moisture, some water on top of that. And if you want to purchase anything that I use, just go ahead and check out my Amazon storefront. And then after that, I just go ahead and top it up lightly with some vermiculite. It just helps to seep up that extra water. I'll go ahead now and add my humidity dome. Once you see your seedling pop up, you take this off. It does not need the humidity dome after that. The only difference that you're going to see once I start planting the brassicas is I like to just plant 1 seed per seed tray. Well, actually 2, just for like insurance purposes, just to make sure that one does come up. But I don't like to separate the broccoli or brassica seedlings. They're just really finicky. So this is the only time that I'll actually go ahead and clip one of the seedlings. When you're using the heat mat, as soon as your seedlings come up, it does not have to be, do not wait for all of them to come up. If you see a few of them up, go ahead, and I'm going to finish this project off camera. And right now I'm just going to have you guys join me as I clean up these onions. see if I can get this one. Disaster waiting to happen. I did it. I am so excited about doing my first full fall harvest with you guys. You know, if you guys have any like tips or anything that I say that, you know, I could do better, just leave that down in the comment below. I am still learning and do appreciate when everybody comes in and kind of corrects or, you know, just give little advice. Those are really, really welcome. So that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to enjoy my onions. I hope you're having an amazing garden season, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. I am so excited to be doing my first full, that's not me farting, that's me just spinning. That's me just spinning, and I will see you in an
Pause it.